So the good guy's the bad guy.
Hey Descendants fans, we've got a big plot twist coming your way. What if your favorite VKs return to their rotten to the core roots in Descendants 4? Or, for an even bigger twist, what if the AKs that are so good turn so bad? As Beast says,
every time we open the barrier, we're exposed to danger.
By the end of Descendants 3, the barrier between Auradon and the Isle of the Lost has come right down. We're imagining what the fourth installment of the franchise would look like if a familiar face became the shocking new enemy.
Wow, that is beyond exciting.
Step aside, Queen of Mean Audrey. You've got nothing on the new threat to Auradon.
This is the land of opportunity. We can be whatever we want to be here.
Of all the original VKs, Evie was the most excited to use the opportunity at Auradon Prep for positive ends. She worked hard to keep Mal on track, reminding her of their chance as Auradon girls.
Look at where we are. We're in Auradon. And we're Auradon girls now.
So it would be a brilliant plot twist in Descendants 4 if Evie returned to her rotten to the core roots. After all, she explained to Ben in Chillin' Like a Villain that everybody's got a wicked side. But why would that happen? We reckon it would be down to her relationship with Doug going south. He helped her discover the importance of true love. So if he cheated, Evie would be heartbroken. And that could bring back her old interest in looks, money, and status. She'd steal her magic mirror from the museum and use it to answer questions that would help her overthrow Mal and Ben and become the wicked queen of Auradon and the Isle.
Are you stalking me?
Technically, yes.
If Evie were to go back to her villain roots, then she could well take Doug down that bad path with her. Dopey's son might be desperate to win her back and do whatever it takes to get their relationship back on track. He could lure Ben into a trap and lock him away while Evie tricked Mal. Just imagine this cute couple becoming the new wicked queen and king of Auradon. If that sounds like too much of a stretch for Doug and Evie to unite in wickedness, then Doug could turn to evil ways on his own because of Evie breaking up with him. He could steal Mal's spellbook from the museum and use it to fix his relationship with Evie. Who would you be more surprised to see go bad, Doug or Evie?
I've decided that the children on the Isle of the Lost be given a chance to live here in Auradon.
Ben has always stood up for what's right, so it would be shocking if he turned bad. However, there's a clear route for him to embrace his wicked side, and that's through his beast transformation. We saw how angry he got over a simple thorn in his paw, and Gaston's son, Gil, revealed that Ben would have inherited that trait from the beast.
He's got a boo-boo, that's why he's so cranky. You know, my dad said that his dad did not handle pain well.
With the barrier down, there could be lots of villains determined to seek revenge on Ben's dad for sending them away to the Isle. In particular, Gaston could be out for justice, so he could find a way to hurt Ben, and that would drive Ben into a wicked tailspin of dastardly deeds.
Hi, Mom. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's been a really crazy day.
It would definitely be a surprise if Ben became rotten to the core, and the same goes for Jane. We all saw her reaction when she ripped her skirt in the first movie. Trying to look cool, she followed Lonnie's lead in altering her outfit, but immediately regretted it.
What did I just do?
But Jane has also shown a rebellious side, like when she grabbed her mom's wand at Ben's coronation. Jane also feels a lot of pressure from fairy godmother to be good. What if that pressure got too much to handle? It would be shocking if she went full-on wicked, as nobody in Auradon would see it coming. She could steal her mom's wand again and use its power to put everyone under her spell. They could be her puppets, doing whatever she wanted. Audrey's Queen of Mean look was fierce. Wouldn't you just love to see evil Jane's makeover?
Do you enjoy watching innocent people suffer?
Well, yeah.
Mal has gone on such a journey that it would be a shame if she started acting like her mom. But it wouldn't totally be surprising if she became rotten to the core again. After all, she's flip-flopped between good and evil throughout the franchise, and she's struggled to deal with conflict in a positive way. She's always felt the pull of the Isle.
You don't ever miss running wild and just breaking all the rules.
At the end of Descendants 3, it seemed like Mal got her happy ending. But what if life with King Ben turned out to be too boring? Ironically, it could be the barrier coming down that causes Mal to return to her roots. While working with the VKs to create a united land that includes the Isle of the Lost, Mal would spend a lot of time with Harry Hook. They had chemistry, and that spark could be reignited. So it might be bye-bye Benny Boo and hello Harry Hook. Dove Cameron and Thomas Doherty are dating in real life, so the actors might be keen for this plot development too. Are you?
I knew it. You can take the girl out of the aisle, but
She can't take the owl out of the girl.
Evie's honorary little sis Dizzy Tremaine was totally stoked when Ben invited her to Auradon.
We'd love you to join us to Auradon Prep. Will you come? Signed, King Ben.
So it would be a great twist if Dizzy shook up the newly united Auradon and Isle of the Lost. We would never have seen that coming. As one of the lucky VKs included in the second round of transfers to the Isle, it would be a seriously ungrateful move. Perhaps Dizzy would team up with her fellow transferred VKs, Celia and the Smee twins, to make trouble. After all, their introduction to Auradon wasn't exactly plain sailing. And with the barrier down, Dizzy's grandmother Lady Tremaine and Mom Drizilla could convince her to become rotten to the core once more. Who do you think would bring her back to the good side? It would have to be Evie, right?
My sweet, sweet friends. My Dizzy.
You do it your way, and I'll do it mine.
At the end of Descendants 3, Jay was heading off on a gap year with Gil.
You know what would be fun? To go rafting down a jungle river.
Find a lost civilization.
And spending so much time with a VK could rub off on Jay, in the wrong way. Gil's villain ways would remind Jay of his roots. Jay could start to miss his old life on the Isle and the thrill of stealing. Although Jay had departed from his dad Jafar's thieving ways, he didn't go on such an emotional journey as his fellow VKs. Mal, Evie, and Carlos all found romance with AKs, and that helped keep them on the right path. Jay got close with Lonnie, Mulan's daughter, but she wasn't in the third movie. So that leaves a big gap in Jay's life for a bad influence, like Gil, to creep in. It would be an interesting twist for Jay to join the pirate crew and battle against his former BFFs. If Lonnie returned for D4, do you think she could convince Jay to come to his senses? That is, if Lonnie doesn't turn rotten to the core herself. She was notable by her absence in the third movie. Where was she? Let's not forget that Audrey didn't appear in Descendants 2, and then she came back with a bang as the Queen of Mean in D3. So it would make sense if Lonnie followed that formula and reappeared in D4 with a bad attitude. But what could turn her wicked? There are a few possibilities. We saw in the first movie how Lonnie was desperate to be cool, getting Mal to change her hair and ripping her skirt.
Now I'm cool.
And then when she was on her way back from the Isle of the Lost in the second movie, she asked Jay,
What, in the mood to break some rules?
so she's clearly intrigued by villainous ways. She's also keen to impress her mother Mulan, like when Jay makes her the Swords and Shields team captain.
Wait until I tell my mom.
What better way to make a splash than by taking over Auradon?
Here, take mine.
If you could knock all my homework out along with yours, maybe we could get together sometime.
Chad Charming might be an AK, but the son of Cinderella isn't quite so noble as his fellow AK Ben. Chad showed just how easily he's led when he instantly offered up his services to become Queen of Mean Audrey's henchman in Descendants 3.
Or maybe just a lackey to do your bidding. Change tires or smoothie runs, huh?
Audrey dropped him as soon as he'd served his purpose, so we'd hope that Chad would have learned from his mistakes. He didn't seem cut out for the wicked life, but he also isn't the sharpest pencil in the box. So if another character decided to be the new queen or king of Mean, we wouldn't be surprised if Chad volunteered again to be their lackey.
You never know.
Make me your queen and we'll rule side by side.
After all of the problems Audrey caused when she became Queen of Mean, you'd think she would have learned her lesson and stay on the good side. After Hades revived her with his ember, she was certainly apologetic for wanting to hurt everyone.
I'm sorry.
But this AK isn't necessarily going to leave her mean side alone forever. She's proven she's got the smarts and the guts to steal powerful magical objects. And once you've had a taste of power, it's that much harder to resist, especially if you're mad because Mal has stolen your bae, again. At the end of D3, we see Audrey and Harry Hook flirting. So if Mal wants to get together with Harry, it would be like history repeating itself for Audrey, with Mal taking her man again. This time around, Audrey could be smarter and get a more powerful ally than Chad. Just imagine if she teamed up with Uma. Now that would make for a fascinating Descendants 4.
We're rotten. To the core.
Which character would you like to see turn bad in D4? Let us know in the comments and hit that subscribe button to be the first to know when we release more new videos. Thanks for watching!